Hello, Centralia. I'm Shane Lothar.
And I'm Rachel Roddy.
And this is Centralia On Air. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week on the show, Adam Levine from Maroon 5 stopped by to talk about their new album and their world tour. April Fools. Just kidding. I got you, huh? You thought for a second.
No.
No, not even for a second. Actually, we had Don Ford and Kathy Donnelly in studio, and they stopped by to talk about Centralia's Home to School Connection program and the upcoming fundraiser and concert Missing the 60s, which is April 7th.
Yeah. But that was last week, and this is this week.
Wait. Is it okay if maybe I wanted to do a little April Fool's trivia?
Yeah,
huh?
Why not?
Some April Fool's fun facts.
Okay.
Like, for instance, did you know April Fool's, the holiday's actual name most likely came from the French holiday called April Fish?
What?
In France, pranksters try to play tricks on their friends by sticking a picture of a fish on their backs and yelling, "Poison's Davril," which roughly translates to April Fish.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I think that might also be the origin of the kick me sign.
Right? I think so. But wait, do you remember in 1996 on April Fool's Day, Taco Bell announced that they had purchased the Liberty Bell and they were going to rename it Taco Liberty Bell?
I don't remember that, but that's genius. That's
Yes.
funny. Okay. Enough about April Fool's Day. Today we're talking with Rob Jervis from Kaskaskia College. He's going to talk to us about their computer drafting program and what all students can do with their 3D modeling software.
Do you think he will tell us some pranks we can pull on the computer? Like, maybe putting a sticky note under someone's mouse or maybe turning their computer screen upside down?
Rachel, you're such a nerd. What a dork. Jeez. All right, enough about pranks. Let's talk with Rob.
Okay. Thank you for being here today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first off, thank you for having me. My name's Rob Jervis, of course. I grew up in Aveston, Illinois, in Clinton County, and currently reside in Trenton. A lot happened in the middle there. I went to high school at Breese Central, moved on to Kaskaskia College, got my drafting degree there, and from there I drew house plans for a little while over at Aveston Lumber for about a year and a half, and then moved down to Carbondale to finish out an architectural degree. From there, I moved over to Indianapolis for about 9 years, working in healthcare. And, as a student, a young kid, you get away and you think, well, this is great, I'm away. And the first project they put me on was Centralia Hospital. So right back to where I was. So not a bad thing. It was just, they did that because I knew the area and stuff. Yeah. But, it's kind of enjoyable. And in 2011, I moved back in this area, bounced around a couple architecture firms, and then wound up adjunct instructor out at Kaskaskia. And the previous instructor was retiring that year, and option came up to take that position, and I thought, what the heck, we'll try it out. And since then, I've been there for 2 years now, and it's a very enjoyable, satisfying job.
Okay, so you've been at KC for 2 years?
Yep.
Full time?
Yes.
And what all do you do there? What's your official title?
Well, the title is the umbrella. It's the assistant professor to architectural design and building technology.
Okay.
But I cover the drafting degree, the construction project management degree, and the soon-coming architectural pre-design degree. I'm also a consultant on the campus as an architect. So when there are projects going on, I help make sure things go in line, because a lot of those guys don't have a background in architecture, so I help out and see in whatever way I can.
Yeah. So going into more detail about the computer drafting technology program at KC, tell us a little bit about that.
I teach 3 programs there. AutoCAD, which is kind of the dinosaur of CAD drafting. It's what replaced drafting boards back in the late 80s, early 90s. I also teach 2 other programs, one called Inventor, which is 3D modeling for machine parts. For anything. I mean, a guy drew a birdhouse in it the other day, so I mean, you can draw anything in any of these programs. And then I also teach Revit, which is primarily based on architectural design, buildings, commercial architecture, or commercial, residential, any of those type buildings. And I think when you think of in terms of 3D modeling, you draw a 3D model of whatever piece, like these mics or the computer, anything in here has been drawn at one point in time, and you model it, and the drawings that you dimension so someone can build it come from the model. So if the model changes, everything updates. It's kind of neat. And the same as with that the program Revit, is you have a building. If I move a wall in that building, it moves everywhere, and it updates the whole set of drawings with one move. So it's all coordinated.
Yeah.
Whereas in the olden days with the AutoCAD, you'd have to move lines here, and then you have to go to another sheet and move lines there, and you have to track all that around whenever you make one change. And it was a lot more chance for error.
So basically, these tools give you guys the ability to see what something's going to look like in real life without having to physically make it yet, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I have students right now, they've designed quite a few things. I have a couple engineering students that design things all the time. They come in. One did a salt and pepper shaker the other day, built out he designed it as a Phillips head screwdriver and a standard screwdriver head. And I thought it was interesting to have those on the table when you're eating, but that's kind of neat. I'm trying digging around here in my pocket. I want to show you something I built the other day. If I have it in here, it is keychains, all 3D printed. I don't know, not what I'm looking for, but
Hey, Casey, that's a good idea.
I would have brought you guys something I didn't think
So
about.
you guys have a 3D printer on campus?
Yeah, we actually have two. One is very precise, which is the one you see, that little keychain. The other one's kind of loose, which allows students to print a lot. I mean, I tell students, if you can think of it and design it and draw it, you go right ahead and print it. I have no problem with that. And the same student, one individual is printing a lot of stuff, and he's printing covers for an air filter right now on his motorcycle and stuff. And I mean, it's pretty neat to see what these guys come up with, and then they'll print it, they'll test it, it fails, they fix it again. You know, that's how they learn. It doesn't work, something wasn't right, or it's too tight or too loose or something, and then they make adjustments and print it again until they get it right.
So what is something cool that you've printed before?
Myself, my latest one was a lid to some like chapstick, because every time I drop it, it'd break, and I had to put the threads in and everything. But I haven't printed a lot. I think a lot of it goes through the students.
Yeah.
I printed a few things, little book or phone holders, things like that. Things for my girls, things like that.
Now, CAD stands for computer
Aided drafting.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's many forms of it. Of course, we talked about 2D stuff, which is AutoCAD. It's very flat. AutoCAD can do 3D, but the 3D modeling software like Inventor and Revit are more the next generation. They're being used more out in the industry.
Yeah, Shane was trying to explain all this to me before you came in. It's hard to wrap your head around all of it.
It's interesting. Back in the 60s and 70s, there wasn't as much manufacturing. There's manufacturing everywhere for a very long time since I've been alive. And I was not alive in the 60s, but everything in your house, everything in your room, I'd say high percentage, 90-something% of stuff in this building has been manufactured. I mean, it used to be custom things back in, past. People would build things out of, furniture was built by hand, or you go through your house, try to find something that's custom. It's very difficult.
Probably hard, yeah.
I never really thought about it. Someone brought it to my attention a few years ago, and I look around now, and I identify everything as just something that's manufactured on the line. But everything's got to be drawn at one point in time, and it's got to be detailed, modeled, and figured out. So they can figure out the quickest, easiest ways, what materials they're going to build them out of,
Yeah. How long does it take a student to complete the program at KC?
KC is 2 years. Also there's a degree for just drafting alone. There's a degree for drafting. There's a certificate that's basically all the drafting classes in the degree. It's a larger certificate. And then there's some small mini certificates for people. I think there are 5 right now. There's an AutoCAD one. It's based on strictly AutoCAD. You want to learn AutoCAD, you get everything with that certificate. It's 3 classes. And then you have a AutoCAD with an emphasis on civil. So it's 2 of the same beginner AutoCAD classes in a civil class. And then have one based on electronics, where you have 2 of the same AutoCAD classes in an electronics class. And then there's a Revit certificate, which is 3 Revit classes. Some beginner Revit class, residential design Revit, and then commercial design. And then Inventor, where it starts out with the basics of drafting, where you get in a little bit of hand drafting, sketches, things like that, and you get into AutoCAD, and then Inventor, and then the other 2 classes are Inventor. So there's 3 classes in each one of those mini certificates. Also a geospatial engineering certificate that's fairly new.
What are some jobs that someone could expect to get with, certificates in CAD or the drafting degrees, stuff like that?
Some people like the architectural world, so they'll go to architects, engineers, buildings in that arena, I guess. And places around here, like a place down in Mount Vernon right now that's hiring for a draftsman to draw signs. It's in any manufacturing. Everything in manufacturing plants have to be designed and built. So a lot of manufacturing, not as much in construction, but it'd be more in architectural engineering worlds. I had a couple of places down in Nashville that are looking right now, and Mount Vernon, and locally here there's a few firms that hire interns, and some people need it on the side. It's all over the place. It's mostly manufacturing, architectural and engineering.
Okay.
So if someone's interested in more information about computer drafting, where can they go? Who can they talk to?
Well, they can call me. They can call me. They can contact me. The people downstairs at the front desk will direct them to me anyway. So just calling the college and asking if they have an interest in drafting or even construction management, either one of those two, they can contact me and we'll get them rolling.
How many kids do you have in the program right now?
I think there's about 10 in the program. There's probably 20 or so in the mini certificates. Mm-hmm. Quite a few. Enrollment, counting people twice, duplicated head count, they call it. It's about 65 to 85 for the last couple semesters. It goes up and down, it cycles.
Mm-hmm. So are you on the main campus?
Yes. Yep. Main campus in the drafting lab.
Yeah. That's in the back, right?
Second floor, up in the corner, kind of where the L building meets the HB building.
Okay.
Anything we missed?
There's construction part of it too, right? Or do you teach that?
The construction project management is a whole separate degree.
Okay.
So I teach that as well, and that's basically if a student loves organizing and loves being out on a job site, not sitting in an office full time, just partial. The contractors need construction managers. They need people to manage the site. They need to make sure that things are on schedule, things are estimated, things are flowing. That if a mason's working on one side of the building, they'll have a crane scheduled to be in that area. Or they have to organize and plan out that site from start to finish. And people like that and solving problems. Both of these industries are great to be in.
About that is it 2 years too, that program?
Yes, that's a 2-year degree right now. There's no certificates to that degree, but I think we might be incorporating a couple small mini certificates in case someone wanted to get a portion of that degree. For example, estimating or scheduling. That could be a separate certificate for either one of those, or even if you want to learn about construction, but you're not sure where you want to go. If you want to get into construction or if you want to be in construction management, you can take a small degree, learn more about the building, the parts of a building, how they go together and things like that, and blueprint reading, stuff like that.
Right. That's all pretty cool.
You're listening to Centralia On Air with Shane and Rachel. We have Rob Jervis in studio today. When we come back, we're going to have some fun and quiz Rob about a different kind of 3D modeling program. Stick around. We'll be right back. Shane and Rachel here. This is Centralia On Air. We have Rob Jervis from Kaskaskia College in studio today. So CAD software is all about 3D modeling and creating objects in the virtual world. Not unlike a very popular video game that has swept the world a few years ago. I'm talking about the PC game hit Minecraft. Are you familiar?
No.
You've played?
I have.
All right, I figured. I have not. But I've seen enough videos about it. Well, we thought we'd quiz you on some fun facts about Minecraft today.
Oh, goodness. If I get any of these wrong, my brother's listening. He'll kick my butt.
So, question 1, true or false? The first version of Minecraft was created in just 6 days.
Judging by the graphics, I would say true. But
Yeah,
I'm not really sure.
Blocks. You're right. In 2009, Swedish programmer and designer Marcus Persson, known to fans as Notch, set out to create a sandbox game, one that allows for free exploration of a virtual world for his new company. Persson began work on what is now Minecraft on May 10th of that year, amending the product in increments until May 16th. The alpha version of Minecraft made its public debut the very next day.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Probably
6 days.
Probably the day I bought it, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 2. So Pearson released the game in only 6 days, but how long did it take until the game was deemed complete? Was it 2 more weeks, 2 months, or 2 years?
Out of beta? Because it would be 2 years by far.
There we go. Right. Following Minecraft's release on the PC, the game was periodically updated and tweaked until the company considered it was fully completed on November 18th, 2011.
All right, question 3. Another true or false. One of the stranger creatures in Minecraft are the creepers. They are these electrically charged, kind of scary-looking dudes. So your question is true or false. Creepers began as a coding error.
Well, that was a tough one. I'm going to say false.
True, actually. Pearson didn't actually set out to design such a monster. He was trying to create a pig, but accidentally switched the figures for height and length when he was putting the code in. And the result was this monstrosity that players know and love today.
I was thinking the exploding part. That's what I was...
Oh, okay.
Because then I thought, if it's going to explode, then it should have been...
Right.
Which, by the way, my daughter calls those explodey guys.
Also very probably apt, yeah.
That's why I asked if you had kids earlier, because a lot of kids play this.
I played it way before them. Unfortunately.
Okay, question 4.
Sad.
Another interesting species in Minecraft are the Endermen. While this creature's speech is nearly incomprehensible to the human ear, what language do most of its words and phrases come from? Is it Swedish or English?
We'll have to go with Swedish on that one.
English.
Dang it.
Phrases like here, this way, forever, and what's up are actually English pronunciations, but played backwards or lowered in pitch.
Really?
Huh, I did not know that. It's interesting.
Yeah, kind of like The Sims. What language is that? They talk funny, too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what they do to get that.
You'll have to look that up.
Yep. All right, last one. 1 in every 10,000 times you play the game, what happens on the loading menu screen? Is there a misspelled word, a secret character pops up, or the game crashes?
I'm going to say a secret character pops up.
No. It's even crazier than that. It's a misspelled word, actually. A very important word, the title of the game. The screen will flash a misspelling of its own title, reversing the E and the C to read Minceraft.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Have you played 10,000 times?
I don't think so.
All right, Rob, thank you so much for being here today. We hope to have you back again sometime.
Thank you again for having me. Appreciate it.
Stick around. We'll be right back. You're listening to Centralia On Air.
Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia On Air. Rachel, how you been?
Great. It's Easter. It's Sunday. It's April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, but be careful biting into your candy today.
Right?
Somebody might pull a prank on you.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen that meme with the grapes?
Yes, and wrap them in foil.
That's kind of genius.
You got to do that. Do you have any pranks for your girls?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I saw some other candy pranks. Cut up some veggies and dip them in chocolate, so they think it's chocolate candy, and then they bite into it. Nice chocolatey carrot.
They'll be so mad at you.
Yummy. Oh, I kind of wanted to try this. Have you seen the mashed potato sundaes?
No.
It looks just like a nice ice cream sundae, but it's not ice cream.
It's mashed potatoes.
It's mashed potatoes.
I haven't seen that. I've always wanted to put food coloring in Chris's toothbrush, but I think he'd be really mad at me.
Oh, so his teeth come out all
Green?
Yeah.
Blue?
Cool. I saw a pretty hardcore one.
Uh-oh.
Put a for sale sign in your yard. Can you imagine your kid coming home? Mom? Dad?
We're moving?
We're selling the house. That one's intense.
Then you might have people like knocking on your door though. Like,
yeah, that one could definitely
is
get
your
out
house
of
for
control.
sale?
Heard you were moving.
Oh, yeah, all your neighbors will be gossiping. Oh, they're moving. What's going on?
Right.
But enough of that. You know what time it is?
I think I do. I think it's time for the top 5. Rachel and I are going to give you our top 5 things you might not know about Easter.
So, number 1. Only 12 out of the 50 states recognize Good Friday as a holiday, and Illinois isn't one of them.
No Good Fridays in Illinois.
Nope.
Or any other days of the week. So what states do celebrate Good Friday?
Oh, okay. Connecticut, Texas, Delaware, Hawaii, Indiana, Tennessee, Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana, New Jersey, North Carolina, and North Dakota. Hopefully, you were lucky enough to be off on Friday, because we weren't.
I was born in Florida,
Oh.
and I grew up in Indiana, and now I'm here in Illinois.
Oh, so you've always had Good Friday off.
I guess so. Okay, number 2, 700 million Americans buy those little, yellow, squishy, sugary, puffy,
Oh, my.
fabricated birds every Easter. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'm talking about peeps.
What?
Do you like peeps?
No. But did you know the yellow peep is America's best-selling color of peep?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Do you buy peeps?
No. My grandma does a lot. She loves them. And I ate a lot as a kid, but I think I got burnt out on them.
Yeah.
I can't do them anymore.
They're weird.
Yeah, just bite the head off. That's probably what I used to do.
Yes. Okay, number 3. The famous Cadbury cream eggs. Workers in the UK produce more than 1.5 million eggs a year. They first released their cream-filled eggs in 1923, and today's cream-filled egg was released in 1971. So tell us, Shane, do you eat Cadbury cream eggs?
Wait, are you saying all those eggs I buy have been on the shelves since 1971?
Pretty much.
I do. I love them, actually. You can only get them a certain time of year.
Yeah.
So I cannot go to a store and not pick one up.
Really?
Every single time.
How many have you had this year?
Too many. But not the packs. I don't buy I should.
They have like boxes.
Yeah, I should buy a box because it's probably cheaper. I've never
Yeah.
added it up. But for some reason, I just limit myself to one. One per visit.
Nice. I like the caramel ones.
Yeah, and I probably do too, but to me it's like a totally different taste.
Yeah.
Like it's a different candy at that point, so I just stick to the cream ones.
Yeah. I feel like people either like them or they don't.
Yeah, you're very right. I don't think most people do.
Mm-mm.
No one in my house does. They all hate it. Do you remember the old commercials, Cadbury commercials?
No.
I feel like I used to have VHS tapes with, taped shows on it, and that was always one of the commercials on there. It was different animals.
Yeah, like a bunny.
Yeah, it was different animals trying out, auditioning to be the new Cadbury bunny, because everyone wants to be the Cadbury bunny. So it's like dogs with bunny ears and everything.
Okay, I remember that now.
Super cute.
Oh, yes.
Okay, number 4. We know Easter is the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It's like the oldest Christian holiday and one of the most important days of the year. But where in the world did that egg come from?
I don't know.
What's that all about?
Tell us.
Well, Jesus didn't lay no eggs, right? I didn't read about that. Well, the Easter egg is said to symbolize and represent joy, celebration, and new life.
Okay, now on to number 5. Are you an ears, arms, or tail person? I'm talking about the chocolate bunny.
Hello. I didn't know where you were going with that.
What?
I thought we were going a different direction.
Do you eat the ears, the arms, or the tail first?
Yeah, so definitely ears, right? And here's why. You open up that chocolate bunny, they're right there up at the top, pointing at you. They're the easiest to bite off. Everything after the ears sucks. I need like a knife to cut it and break it off. It's all way too hard.
76% of people eat the ears on the chocolate bunny first.
Yeah.
5% of people go for the feet, and 4% go for the tail.
All right, that's our top 5. You're listening to Centralia On Air with Shane and Rachel. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the community calendar. So stick around. This is Centralia On Air. Welcome back. This is Centralia On Air with Shane and Rachel. Here's a look at your community calendar. Veterans Honor Flight of Southern Illinois will have guest speaker Brian Questel on Tuesday, April 3rd at 5:30 p.m. at Masonic Lodge. For more information, please contact Gordon Miller at 618-322-9983.
Kaskaskia College Sports Association will host Seinfeld Trivia Night on Saturday, April 14th, starting at 6 at Greenview Golf Course in Centralia. $200 a team or $25 per person, and 8 people per table. For more information, contact Kathy Carrick at 545-3182.
St. Teresa Grade School Chicken Dinner in Salem on Sunday, April 15th from 11 to 1. Pre-sale tickets are $10. For more information, call 548-0899.
The 13th annual Kyle Price Memorial Ride will honor the life of the local Marine on Saturday, April 28th. The ride goes through both Jefferson and Marion counties, beginning and ending in Woodlawn.
Trinity Lutheran Wine and Beer Tasting on Saturday, April 28th from 7 to 11 at the Centralia American Legion. There will be music from 9 to 11 by Off the Chain and a silent and live auction. Tickets are $20 in advance. Call 532-5434.
Salem Community Center is hosting Glow Bingo on Saturday, May 5th. Doors will open at 6 and bingo will start at 7. $25 per person and over $1,000 in cash prizes. There will be a cash bar, concession stand, and 50-50 raffle. For more information, call 548-6261.
There's a spring book sale at the Centralia Regional Library. It will be held in the Munkin Activity Room on Saturday, May 19th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pay $5 and go home with a bag full of books.
And looking at your local area blood drives, Tuesday, April 3rd and Wednesday, April 4th, Wren Lake College from 10 to 2. Thursday, April 5th, Crossroads Community Hospital in Mount Vernon from 7 to 5. Friday, April 6th at Lincoln Elementary School in Centralia from 2 to 6. And Tuesday, April 10th at Central City Elementary from 2 to 6. And that's a look at your community calendar on X95 in the Big 1210. If you have an event you would like to share with us, you can email wiley1210@gmail.com. Or for more information about these events and others, check out our website at x95radio.com.
That's it for this week. Hope you all enjoy your day with family and friends and a little fun. Maybe pull a prank or two. If you like what you hear, come back every Sunday at 11 on X95 in the Big 1210 and 98.7 FM. You can also find past shows on YouTube at X95 Radio. She's Rachel Roddy.
And he's Shane Lothar.
And this was Centralia On Air.